Hello everybody, today I am going to be listing my top 10 favorite Skylanders, so yeah, let's just get on with the video. So at number 10 I have put Lightning Rod because I believe he is a very good Skylander, definitely very powerful, very strong, has a very powerful attack, is very helpful through our Skylander Spyro's Adventure gameplay. I just believe that there are some Skylanders who are better than Lightning Rod. So with that being said, let's get on to number 9. At number 9, I have Legendary Spyro because as well as being very helpful with the gameplay throughout Spyro's Adventure, I believe that he is a very good alternative version for Spyro. And I think it would have been really cool if they made starter packs with Legendary Spyro instead of normal Spyro, kind of like how they did for the 3DS with Dark Spyro. But yeah, he's very fun to play with. Very, very powerful, very strong. When you get him out the box, he starts off at level 5, so he's already very good in that department. So yeah, and number 8 is going to be Stealth Elf because of her ability to become invisible to enemies, and in her Swap Force repose, that ability where she can make like the whole ninja mode with the giant blades. It's very powerful. It's very fun to play with. It's just a good character all around. But again, with like Lightning Rod and Legendary Spyro, I believe there are better characters. So speaking of better characters, let's get on to number 7. Number 7 is going to be Prison Break because not only does he have the best light core of any Skylander, like that is the most creative, just the best light core I've ever seen, but he's also very strong with the laser beams. He's probably one of my favorite Earth Skylanders, and yeah, I like his move where he like goes into the ground and the crystals like spawn from the ground. I like how when you hit a crystal, like 3 separate beams go out as well. I think that's really cool. Yeah, so number 6 is gonna be Camo. Not only is he a very nostalgic Skylander, he was also the Skylander one of the Skylanders I used in the final level against Chaos. I think it was the second time I ever beat him, I used Camo. The first time I did Double Trouble, but this Camo is very nostalgic. He's very powerful. I got him when Swap Force first came out, and I played with him a lot, even though the swappers were the main aspect of the game. But I still use Camo because I really, really liked his moveset. It's very powerful. When I played him within Giants, that was fun. Yeah, so he's just very good, very powerful. He's very nostalgic. And on to number 5. Number 5 is going to be Gilgrunt. Not only was he also in the starter pack along with Spyro, but he's also very powerful, one of the most famous Skylanders. He is in the water element, which is one of my favorite elements, as well as the fact that he has that giant anchor thing. He is the only Skylander who had a Series 4. He's actually the Skylander with the most reposes, because he's had Series 1, Series 2, Series 3, Series 4. He's had his minis, he had the Supercharger, and he had the green version for the Xbox. But yeah, he's very powerful, very nostalgic as well, because he's one of the first Skylanders that most people ever had. So, on to number 4. Number 5 is going to be Trigger Happy. Not only is he very powerful, but he's also one of the original starter pack characters, so a lot of people have played with him. I also have like 5 versions of Trigger Happy. I have 3 Season 1s, I have 1 Series 3, and then I have the mini, the Trigger Snappy. They're all very powerful, and you can't forget about Mr. Mayo. No, Mr. Mayo. That's what I nicknamed my Trigger Happy. So, yeah, on to number 3. Number 3 is gonna be Chop Chop. Now, Chop Chop, he's a very powerful, probably my second favorite Undead Skylander, first favorite for Spyro's Adventure. You're gonna see why I said second favorite Undead in a second, but very good, very powerful, was very good for my Skylander Spyro's Adventure gameplay. And, yeah, on to number 2. Number 2 is gonna be Eyebrow. Now, Eyebrow was the first Skylander I ever had for the first Skylander game I ever had, which was Giants. He was very powerful for that game. I I went with with his top half that gave him like the powerful like punch things, which are very cool. The only thing I really don't like about this character is the eyeball laser. I feel like that isn't a great move, but other than that, he is one of my favorite Skylanders. Originally, I was gonna make him the channel mascot before I landed on T-Rex. And speaking of T-Rex, let's go on to number 1. And for number 1, we are going with T-Rex, my channel mascot, one of the best and strongest giants, the fastest giant because of his secondary move. He's very good, he's very powerful, he can stomp on the chompies, he has good health. He has 1,099 health. And, very powerful, came with giants. There was that, well, I don't know what the blue version's called, but there's, like, alternative versions of him. He had a mini. He was very, very strong. I sometimes use his mini in Trap Team as well. Very powerful. His laser move can do 100 damage, which was very helpful for the fight against Chaos and other boss fights. It's a shame that I couldn't use him in Spyro's Adventure, but yeah, he is very strong and very powerful and very cool, and that's why he's going number 1 at the list. So that's it for the video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and make sure you guys include your own personal opinions in the comments as well. If you disagreed with anything I said, if you think that a Skylander should have been on this list, and maybe if you guys have any ideas for future content I could do. So, yeah, make sure you guys subscribe and enjoy my channel.